Hey guys, it's Britt and welcome back to my channel. Today we are making sweet potato brownies. This recipe is so amazing because it's easy, it's simple, it's chocolatey, and I just feel like everyone really needs to eat some brownies right now. It's my comfort food and I love it. Plus this recipe is health promoting and you can have it as a treat without feeling any guilt. And I love that I had all of these ingredients already at home. So we're gonna jump into it. If you're not a fan of sweet potatoes, you still might want to give this recipe a try. You really can't taste them. My husband is not a fan of them, and he devoured half of this last week, half of the batch I made. So we're going to jump into the ingredients. It is 2 cups of cooked sweet potatoes without the skin. I like to caramelize them in our oven beforehand, but you can microwave them, they even sell them in a can, I think you can find. But it's 2 cups of cooked sweet potatoes into a bowl. This is going to add a little bit of sweetness, not a ton, but a little bit. And then we have the rest of our sweetener. We'll just jump into that. I have half a cup of applesauce. That's unsweetened, just apples that you've made. I should make a video on homemade applesauce. But that's going to, again, add to the sweetness. And then I have 1/4 of a cup of date paste. I have a video on how to make date paste. I will link up above and down in our description box. Date paste is just water and dates mixed together in your blender to make a paste, and it's delicious, and you get the whole food. Now you can also use another kind of liquid sweetener that you'd like for this, but 1/4 a cup of date paste for us works great. And I had some in my refrigerator already ready to go. All right, go ahead and give that a mix. That's pretty much all of your wet ingredients. Give it a nice stir. After everything is well combined, you can go and mix in your flour. We are using oat flour for this. I just took rolled oats, pulsed them in a high-speed blender to make a flour. And again, that's 1/3 that I have in here. And then we have our cocoa powder. So I'm using 1/4 of a cup of cocoa powder. This is gonna make it chocolatey. And I really like, this one is the one we usually try to find, but any cocoa powder will do. And again, it's unsweetened. And go ahead and give that a mix. And that is it. You just wanna mix everything until all of that flour and cacao is really mixed in well. It should start to look like brownie mix. Once your brownie batter is all mixed in, everything's well incorporated, I like to add in a handful of chocolate chips. This is optional. I really like this brand. If you've been watching us for a while, it's 1 ingredient, just 100% dark chocolate, nothing else. So sometimes I'll add it in, sometimes I won't. Just gives it a little bit extra of that super dark chocolate taste, which I enjoy. So if you want, you can add in, this is optional, you can add lots of toppings to this. You could put in some walnuts if you wanted. You could put in dried fruit. You can put in, like I said, chocolate. There's so many different ways. You can add some mint extract to this and make it a chocolate mint brownie. Never gets boring, right? Same with the sweetness. If you find that it is not sweet enough, you can kind of tweak your sweetness. This is my favorite way of having brownies. So I'm just mixing in those chocolate chips. Everything looks perfect. And then I just take any kind of silicone pan for this. If you're using a regular dish, make sure you line it with parchment paper. We don't have to do that because we have this. These are in our Amazon shop, which is also linked down below. I make this in square pans, in all sorts of ones, little brownie bars, but I really like doing it in kind of this circle cake pan. Because I'm going to show you guys how I really enjoy eating our brownies at night, which is really nice when you make it kind of like a pie or a cake. So go ahead and scoop that into your dish. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. These are not going to rise. We didn't put any baking powder or baking soda in our mixture, so they will kind of stay the same height that you've made them. So if you want to double this recipe, if you have a really deep pan, that might be something good to do. Plus you would make an extra thick brownie. But if you have this circle or square pan, it works perfect. So just make sure you scrape it all down and evenly try to distribute it into your pan. Once you've evenly spread out your brownies into your dish, you can pop these into the oven, again at 350 degrees for 25 minutes. And then you just want to let them cool completely before you remove them from the pan. But your whole house is going to smell so good. So I'm going to pop these in. I'll see you guys when they're done. I've already jumped into tasting these because they are so good. I couldn't wait. But they're so chocolatey and like the perfect texture. We just got back from a long hike. The weather here is beautiful in Pittsburgh, and I've been really focused on my fitness during this time period. And also, if you're a Fitbit person, go ahead and add us. I am just the username, the Jaroudi Family. I'd love to have you as a Fitbit friend. But this is the perfect treat. I like to cut these into triangles when I make it in my circular pan. If I make it into a brownie pan, most times I will double this recipe for a little bit of a thicker brownie. And then you want to cook it for maybe 30 to 35 minutes if you do a double of this recipe. I like them in triangles though, because I will take one of these guys, put it on a plate, heat it up for a minute so the brownie is warm. And then I like to take nice cream and some of our raspberry jam and put it on top. So I'll post a photo of that on the screen. That has been my favorite way to end my day lately. And I'd love for you guys to let me know if you like it. We eat these cold. I eat them all times of the day. It's a great way to get sweet potatoes into your diet, to have a little treat. It's just a great brownie recipe that you don't have to feel guilty about having. And the texture and the sweetness is spot on for me. So I hope you guys will make this. I actually have 2 more here to make another batch so I can freeze some. They freeze great. And like I said, you can eat them whenever you want that chocolate craving. These are just my go-to. So I hope you guys will make this recipe. Leave us a comment if you do. I will have our jam recipe also up above. My favorite way is that nice cream and a little bit of raspberry jam, and the chocolate just is like the perfect combination. So I hope you guys will like this, and make sure you're subscribed. Leave us a comment, and I'll see you guys very soon for the next one. But I'm going to go enjoy some post-hike brownies. I'll see you very soon. Bye.